As you have nothing to do with heaven, madam, it is needless to refer to it," said the familiar. "But it is certainly rather hard that one so young as Alizon should perish."
"Can you save her?" asked Mistress Nutter.
"Oh, yes, I could save her, but she will not let me," replied the familiar, with a grin.
"No, no, it is impossible," cried the wretched woman, "and I cannot help her."
"Perhaps you might," observed the tempter. "My master, whom you accuse of harshness, is ever willing to oblige you. You have a few minutes left. Do you wish him to aid her? Command me, and I will obey you."
"This is some snare," thought Mistress Nutter. "I will resist it."
"You cannot be worse off than you are," remarked the familiar.
"I know not that," replied the lady. "What wouldst thou do?"
"Whatever you command me, madam. I can do nothing of my own accord. Shall I bring your daughter here? Say so, and it shall be done."
"No, thou wouldst ensnare me," she replied. "I well know that thou hast no power over her. Thou wouldst place some phantasm before me. I would see her, but not through thy agency." "She is here!" cried Alizon, opening the door of a closet, and rushing towards her mother, who instantly locked her in her arms. "Pray for me, my child," cried Mistress Nutter, mastering her emotion, "or I shall be snatched from you for ever. My moments are numbered. Pray, pray." Alizon fell on her knees, and prayed fervently.
"You waste your breath," cried the familiar, in a mocking tone. "Never till the brand shall disappear from your brow, and the writing traced in her blood shall vanish from this parchment, can she be saved. She is mine." "Pray, Alizon, pray," shrieked Mistress Nutter. "I will tear her in pieces if she does not cease," cried the familiar, assuming a terrible shape, and menacing her with claws like those of a wild beast. "Pray thou, mother," cried Alizon. "I cannot," replied the lady. "I will kill her if she but makes the attempt,"
howled the demon. "But try, mother, try," cried Alizon. The poor lady dropped on her knees, and raised her hands in humble supplication. "Heaven forgive me!" she exclaimed. The demon seized the hourglass.
"The sand is out. The term has expired. She is mine," he cried.
"Clasp thy arms tightly round me, my child. He cannot take me from thee," shrieked the agonised woman.
"Release her, Alizon, or I will slay thee likewise," roared the demon.
"Never," she replied. "Thou canst not overcome me. Ah!" she added, joyfully, "the brand has disappeared from her brow."
"And the writing from the parchment,"
howled the demon.
"but I will have her notwithstanding."
And he plunged his claws into Alice Nutter's flesh, but her daughter held her fast. "Oh, hold me, my child! Hold me, or I am lost!" shrieked the lady.
"Be warned, and let her go, or thy life shall pay for hers," cried the demon.
"My life for hers willingly," replied Alizon.
"Then take thy fate,"
rejoined the evil spirit, and placing his hand upon her heart, it instantly ceased to beat. "Mother, thou art saved saved!" exclaimed Alizon, throwing out her arms. And gazing at her for an instant with a seraphic look, she fell backwards and expired.
"Thou art mine,"
roared the demon, seizing Mistress Nutter by the hair, and dragging her from her daughter's body, to which she clung desperately. "Help! Help!" she cried.
"Thou mayst call, but thy cries will be unheeded," rejoined the familiar, with mocking laughter.
"Thou liest, false fiend!" said Mistress Nutter. "Heaven will help me now." And as she spoke, the Cistercian monk stood before them. "Hence!" he cried, with an imperious gesture to the demon. "She is no longer in thy power. Hence!" And with a howl of rage and disappointment, the familiar vanished. "Alice Nutter," continued the monk, "thy safety has been purchased at the price of thy daughter's life, but it is of little moment, for she could not live long. Her gentle heart was broken, and when the demon stopped it for ever, he performed unintentionally a merciful act. She must rest in the same grave with him she loved so well during life. This tell to those who will come to thee anon. Thou art delivered from the yoke of Satan. Full expiation has been made. But earthly justice must be satisfied. Thou must pay the penalty for crimes committed in the flesh, but what thou sufferest here shall avail thee hereafter." "I am content," she replied. "Pass the rest of thy life in penitence and prayer," pursued the monk, "and let nothing divert thee from it, for though free now, thou wilt be subject to evil influence and temptations to the last. Remember this." "I will," she rejoined. "And now," he said, "kneel beside thy daughter's body and pray. I will return to thee ere many minutes be past. One task more, and then my mission is ended." End of Chapter 12.